by rising 32 paise to 60 rupees 40 paise against the dollar in early trade at the interbank foreign exchange market on fresh selling of the US currency by exporters and banks. Forex dealers said that besides weakening dollar against other currencies in overseas market and fresh foreign fund inflows into domestic equity markets also helped the rupee to recover. And to talk more on the rupee fall, we have with us Pramit, CEO of Alpari Financial Services. Hi, Mr. Bhahmbhatt, welcome to DD News.
Hello.
Hi, first thing I would want to know that rupee has recovered slightly. Where do you think rupee can fall further to 61, ahead of 61?
I think looking at yesterday's reaction, it seems that market overreacted to the news, and particularly the Indian rupee if you compare it with the global peer as well as the Asian currencies. So naturally we'll see some sort of corrections coming in rupee. The critical thing is to see whether rupee is managed to close below 60 level. If it can close, then we can see that rupee can recover from there onwards.
So currency market watchers have said that RBI released the CAD information ahead of schedule to support the rupee. Do you also believe that?
Well, normally when RBI comes up with the qualitative measures, yes, it could be one of the reasons that they have announced it earlier, so they don't have to come and participate in the market and sell dollars. So that could be one of the reasons, yes.
So how much could that have supported the rupee?
I think what we saw yesterday and what we are looking at now, rupee has recovered almost 50 paisa, which is a significant recovery, almost 1%. But as I said, the important thing is to see rupees closing below 60 to understand that yes, rupee is going to recover from there onwards. So that is very important, because even RBI action of releasing the data earlier may not help if we don't see rupees closing, and the bulls can come in the market and try to push rupee at the level of 61.50 or 62 levels.
So rupee going at 61 and coming back, does that send a signal of panic?
Absolutely, it has sent the signal in the market, and the way we have seen that in last 1.5 hours of trading yesterday, rupee had a free fall, almost depreciating for 80 to 90 paisa. That was a very panicky situation, considering there was no such move happening in the global market. So that was a panicky situation, particularly for rupee.
So considering the free fall of the rupee, where do you think the rupee can touch in, say, like 1 month?
I would say if the conditions remains, Indian economic condition remains as it is, and the absence of any bad news from the global market, we can see rupee can recover up to the level of 58.80, 58.50 kind of a level, considering the market remains away from the bad news for rupee.
So it might not go further of 61?
We will see that. First of all, we have to see that how RBI is reacting. Today, one of the, as you mentioned, there is one of the signal we have seen today, while they came up with the data earlier. There can be further steps taken by them in case if rupee get weaker or not stabilizing. So we have to wait and watch that how it's going. But rupee is in very vulnerable situation right now.
All right. Thank you very much for joining DD News and sharing that perspective that rupee might come to 58 levels again. Now moving on, the cabinet